Do you stretch your thighs a lot and complain you've always got tight hips? Why not try this exercise and see how strengthening them can actually help? Plus, keep watching at the end and I'll give you 2 different progressions that will really challenge you. The beginning of this movement is actually where the movement starts. So what I'm going to get you to do is sitting onto your heels. You're going to press your shins down into the floor so that you get a small little hover as your bum comes off the floor. What you'll see is that means that you go vertically up. Once you've found that, you come all the way up to find your high kneeling start position. Your hands will come up and we're going to go palms facing each other. And then all we're going to do is hinge back from your knees. So you're going to start to tip back behind you to then reach those hands forward and come all the way back up. Now, how far do you go? You go as far as you can in order to maintain that long diagonal line, feel the pull through the entire front of your body and still be able to get back up. Some of the most common things we see is that people get neck pain because they're really looking up as they go back, which actually then leads you to extend and gives you a lot of discomfort into the front of your neck. Instead, you're going to keep your chin horizontal to the floor, and so you're a little bit shorter in the front and your neck will be supported. The other thing people do is as you go back, you tend to extend, and that means that you struggle to feel it into your tummy. But instead, we're going to keep that rib cage stacked over your pelvis. Shoulders are really nice and easy, and it's just that hinge from the back, so nothing in the length of the front or the back is changing. It's like you're a door opening and closing. Often, people start moving like this, so it actually takes out some of your hip flexors in that eccentric, that lengthening strength movement. So what we actually want to do is make sure that those knees are directly underneath the hip joints. Your knees will be a little bit narrow. It's almost like they're middle of your groin, and that's going to give you a lot more through the front of your thighs as you move. Bonus progression number 1 is you hinge back to where your shoulders are over your knees, and then you swing your pelvis under to sit back down. Press down into your feet, come all the way back up. Hinge back, and your shoulders go over those knees. Open those sit bones to come down. So we're trying to get a really deep fold into your hips as you do this. The aim is we've got this slow movement back and an even slower drop down. Bonus exercise number 2 is can you hinge back, lift your upper back up, come back to your diagonal, and then come all the way back up. So as you hinge back, you've still got that movement, that connection with your ribs and your pelvis. We lift the breastbone. You should feel loads into your tummy rather than into your back. And we restack before we come up. One more time. So you come up, you extend almost over my hand, restack that rib cage on top of that pelvis, and then come all the way back up again. A really nice way to help you with this is to use quite a heavy band. And as you row your elbows wide, that's going to encourage your upper back to extend. Another really good way of seeing if you're managing to maintain that hinge is having something straight behind you, a broom pole, an umbrella, or a foam roller, and can you keep your 3 curves the same as you do this movement? So if you enjoyed this exercise and like those progressions, hit the like button, drop us a comment and subscribe to our channel.